Ramana Maharshi's teachings are deep and profound. Listen each day to deepen your practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 513. Sri Bhagavan said, knowledge, jnana, is not incompatible with ignorance, ajnana, because the self-impurity is found to remain along with ignorancy, ajnana bija, in sleep. But the incompatibility arises only in the waking and dream states. Ajnana has two aspects, avarana, veiling, and vikshepa, multiplicity. Of these, avarana, veiling, denotes the veil hiding the truth. That prevails in sleep. Multiplicity, vikshepa, is activity in different times. This gives rise to diversity and prevails in waking and dream states, jagrat and swapna. If the veil, that is, avarana, is lifted, the truth is perceived. It is lifted for a jnani, and so his karana saira, causal body, ceases to exist. Vikshepa alone continues for him. Even so, it is not the same for a jnani as it is for an ajnani. The ajnani has all kinds of vasanas, that is, kartritva, doership, and bhoktritva, enjoyership, whereas the jnani has ceased to be doer, karta. Thus, only one kind of vasana obtains for him. That too is very weak and does not overpower him because he is always aware of the Sat-Chit-Ananda nature of the self. The tenuous bhoktritva vasana is the only remnant of the mind left in the jnani, and he therefore appears to be living in the body. In this talk, Sri Ramana Maharshi is detailing the nature of ignorance, ajnana, and how it relates to knowledge, jnana. Ramana explains that ignorance and knowledge are not mutually exclusive, particularly in the deep sleep state. During deep sleep, the self remains pure, but ignorance in the form of the seed, ajnana bija, of unawareness also persists. The key differences arises in the waking and dream state, where the mind and its activities lead to the experience of multiplicity and separation. Ramana Maharshi breaks down ignorance into two main components, avarana, veiling, and vikshepa, multiplicity. Avarana represents the veil that hides the truth, which is most evident in deep sleep when there is no conscious perception of the self. Vikshepa refers to the mind's tendency to create multiplicity and diversity, experienced in both waking and dreaming. In this second form, vikshepa, that leads to the sense of being separate, involved in activity, and influenced by thoughts and emotions. For most people, the Jnani, these two aspects of ignorance, veiling and multiplicity, work together to obscure the self and create the illusion of being a separate individual, a doer of actions, karta, and enjoyer of experience, bhoktrita. This leads to all sorts of vasanas, deep mental impressions that drive actions and reinforce the ego. For a jnani, or realized person, the avarana or veiling aspect is completely lifted. This means that the jnani perceives the truth of the self directly and clearly, so ignorance no longer hides the true nature of existence. However, vikshepa, the appearance of multiplicity, continues. The difference is that the jnani does not identify with the body or mind. So even though they may appear to be acting in the world, they are not bound by it. Their vasanas related to doership and enjoyership are very weak or even non-existent. They are constantly aware of the self's true nature, Sat-Chit-Ananda, which means existence, consciousness, and bliss. In this way, the jnani continues to live in the body, but without being caught up in the activities of the mind. For them, the mind and its remnants are faint and do not overpower the awareness of the self. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.